Selena Gomez fans again reading into every little thing Hailey Bieber says. She can't say anything without you guys thinking it is about.
You guys, this Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber situation is getting wild again. It's blowing up online, and honestly, it's messier than anyone expected. People are split down the middle, all because of how this Wall Street Journal article came out. And the way it's written is stirring up serious tension. Everyone's trying to decode what's real and what's shade, and we're diving straight into it because it's too much to ignore. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber are back in the headlines, and it's been a minute since the two were mentioned together like this. Things had actually calmed down for a while, right? But somehow, the drama found its way back, and this time it's way more complicated than a simple misunderstanding. So here's what's got everyone talking. It all started when Hailey did an interview with Wall Street Journal magazine, and she opened up about being tired of constantly being compared to other women in the beauty industry. She said she finds it annoying when people pit her against others, and then added something that made everyone pause, that she doesn't feel competitive with people she's not inspired by. The internet went absolutely wild after that. People were like, hold up, who exactly are you talking about, Hailey? The timing made it worse because Selena Gomez's beauty brand is also in Sephora, just like Hailey's. So naturally, fans started speculating that Hailey's words might have been subtle shade towards Selena's brand. And it didn't stop there. People began dissecting every single sentence from that interview, trying to find hidden meaning behind her tone. The internet basically turned into a detective squad overnight. From the comments, the reposts, and even a deleted Instagram story, things went from 0 to 100 real fast. This wasn't just an interview anymore. It became a full-blown online storm. So after that interview started making waves, Selena Gomez jumped on Instagram and posted a story that sent everyone into chaos. She wrote, "Just leave the girl alone. She can say whatever she wants. Doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's just about relevant, not intelligence. Be kind. All brands inspire me. There is room for everyone, and hopefully we can all stop." Like, wow. That one post set the internet on fire. At first glance, it looked like Selena was trying to take the high road, but then fans started breaking it down word by word, and that's when things got confusing and juicy. Some people were convinced she was defending Hailey, trying to tell her fans to chill out. Others swore she was being shady without being too obvious. It's that kind of vague energy that gets everyone arguing online. I mean, think about it. When she said, "Just leave the girl alone," your brain instantly goes, okay, she's talking about Hailey Bieber. Maybe Selena's tired of the drama and wants everyone to move on. Then she drops, "She can say whatever she wants. Doesn't affect my life whatsoever." That sounds pretty unbothered, right? Like she's saying, I don't care what Hailey says, I'm good. But then comes that one line that threw everyone off. It's just about relevance, not intelligence. That part made fans lose their minds. Was Selena talking about Hailey there? Or was she calling out the internet for twisting things and making drama?
This is Selena Gomez fans again reading into every little thing Hailey Bieber says. She can't say anything without you guys thinking it is about Selena Gomez.
There's one thing about Selena Gomez. She's gonna find a way to play the victim in literally any scenario. It's about relevance, not intelligence, when Hailey literally wasn't even talking about you. Aren't you supposed to be on your honeymoon? And here's the thing that drives me nuts about Selena is that she'll post shady shit like that and then she won't stand behind it. She posted that for like 10 minutes and then deletes it.
I know Hailey Bieber not talking about my girl Selena right now. The fact that she even said that she doesn't feel inspired by people that she's not in competition with. First of all, babe, you started your brand after Selena Gomez did. Second of all, it wasn't Justin Bieber that you were stalking all these years. It was literally Selena Gomez. Third of all, you've copied her with multiple looks that she's done. You've gotten tattoos that Selena Gomez has. And I'm sorry, but that shit's crazy to me.
No one could tell for sure, and of course, that made the situation even bigger. What's wild is both women are actually doing really well in their own worlds right now. Hailey's busy running her brand and raising her baby with Justin Bieber, living her best life. Selena just got married, her own brand is killing it, and she's clearly focusing on peace and growth. But even with all that success, one Instagram story turned into a full investigation. Everyone's trying to read between the lines. Was this shade or was it maturity? Either way, the internet is eating it up. That post from Selena definitely felt like a little bit of shade toward Hailey, right? Because let's be real, Hailey was the one who said she doesn't feel competitive with people she's not inspired by. So when Selena wrote about all brands inspiring me, it kind of sounded like a clapback. The whole situation turned messy fast. It was like watching a domino effect of drama unfold online. What made it even wilder was what I heard about that Wall Street Journal interview behind the scenes. Apparently, during the sit-down, Hailey was asked a question that made things a little awkward. That allegedly happened last Tuesday, and yeah, people noticed. But at first, no one made a big deal out of it. It was just another celebrity interview floating around until Selena's Instagram story dropped. Once Selena posted her little message, boom! The internet exploded overnight. Suddenly, everyone was analyzing every word from Hailey's interview like it was a secret code. People were connecting dots that maybe weren't even there, and yet somehow, it all started to make sense to them. That's how deep this fandom energy runs. Then came the endless debates. Some were like, Selena's just being kind, while others swore she was being sly and throwing perfectly worded shade. It became this online tug of war. Team Hailey versus Team Selena. And everyone had something to say. And that's when the Wall Street Journal context got dragged back into the spotlight again. Every single quote, every sentence from that interview suddenly became part of this huge internet investigation. Like seriously, one interview and one Instagram story turned into one of the biggest celebrity discussions of the week. That post from Selena definitely felt like a little bit of shade toward Hailey, right? Because let's be real, Hailey was the one who said she doesn't feel competitive with people she's not inspired by. So when Selena wrote about all brands inspiring me, it kind of sounded like a clapback. The whole situation turned messy fast. It was like watching a domino effect of drama unfold online. What made it even wilder was what I heard about that Wall Street Journal interview behind the scenes. Apparently, during the sit-down, Hailey was asked a question that made things a little awkward. And her publicist actually stepped in to redirect. That allegedly happened last Tuesday. And yeah, people noticed. But at first, no one made a big deal out of it. It was just another celebrity interview floating around until Selena's Instagram story dropped. Once Selena posted her little message, boom! The internet exploded overnight. Suddenly, everyone was analyzing every word from Hailey's interview like it was a secret code. People were connecting dots that maybe weren't even there. And yet somehow, it all started to make sense to them. That's how deep this fandom energy runs. Then came the endless debates. Some were like, Selena's just being kind, while others swore she was being sly and throwing perfectly worded shade. It became this online tug of war, Team Hailey versus Team Selena. And everyone had something to say. And that's when the Wall Street Journal context got dragged back into the spotlight again. Every single quote, every sentence from that interview suddenly became part of this huge internet investigation. Like seriously, one interview and one Instagram story turned into one of the biggest celebrity discussions of the week. Hailey Bieber later said something that really hit deep. People want to see you a certain way and they've made up a story about you in their minds. It's not up to you to change that. That line alone had everyone rereading the interview like it was a mystery novel. So here's what actually went down. She was asked if she ever feels competitive, especially with her brand sitting on the same Sephora shelves as other big names. That's when she said she's not competitive with people she's not inspired by, and that her real competition is herself. But here's where it got messy. The Wall Street Journal journalist apparently wondered, either in her notes or out loud, if Hailey was nervous about being compared to Selena Gomez's rare beauty. Now, it's unclear whether that was actually said in the interview or if it was just part of the writer's inner thoughts. But supposedly, that's when Hailey's publicist stepped in to steer the convo away. Still, Hailey went on to say that she's tired of being pitted against others, and that she never asked for that kind of comparison.
As someone who's typed as bad boys you think you can flex but you can't, so you end up writing songs about them, Oh, I know what I'm talking.
Based on the layout of the article, it doesn't really sound like Hailey was directly asked, so how do you feel about being compared to Rare Beauty? It seems like the uninspired comment came before all that and wasn't actually about Selena at all. But you know how the internet works. People love to twist context into chaos. According to TMZ, Hailey's team even stepped in to clear the air. Sources close to her told TMZ that what she said was only in reference to other skincare brands, not any particular person. And if you look closely at the article, the context does seem to back that up. The reporter's question was about how Hailey felt competing in Sephora's crowded beauty market, not about Selena or Rare Beauty. Still, once those quotes hit the internet, the damage was already done. Fans didn't care about the context. They just saw a headline that seemed shady and ran with it. Even though Hailey's team tried to fix the narrative, people were already picking sides, posting screenshots, and dragging both brands into the spotlight again. The tension between these two names just refuses to fade. And honestly, it's getting harder to tell who's actually throwing shade and who's just caught in the crossfire. So get this, sources close to Hailey are saying she never even talked about Selena in that Wall Street Journal article. They're claiming the magazine made it look like Hailey was responding to a Selena-related question when she said, "It's always annoying being pitted against other people. I didn't ask for that." According to those sources, that quote wasn't about Selena at all. But here's where it gets wild. There's a screenshot floating around online where someone apparently asked the actual journalist why she brought up Selena in the first place. And the journalist supposedly said it was because their brands sit next to each other in Sephora. Like, what? So did the question really happen or not? Nobody knows for sure. The whole thing has become this confusing mix of screenshots, edits, and people trying to piece together who said what.
For example, some of the lip treatments, reports of them feeling grainy. How do you handle the feedback?
Nobody was more upset about them being grainy than me, the founder. Like, it broke my heart more than anything to have anything be wrong, but that's something that you also learn when you're building a company. And as a founder, you hit bumps in the road. We were able to fix the problem and correct it and make the product even better for the customer experience now moving forward. So you should be able to take criticism and have it become constructive to make your brand better.
It's like every time the dust settles, someone finds a new clip or comment to reignite it all. And honestly, I think Selena's Instagram story is what truly blew everything up. I mean, let's be real. Hailey's interview came out last week and barely anyone cared. But once Selena posted that story and then deleted it, the internet went into full chaos mode. Fans started reposting it everywhere, analyzing her tone, even zooming in on the fonts like it was some kind of hidden message. Now, maybe Selena saw a screenshot of the article and thought Hailey was shading her, like that whole uninspired line being about Rare Beauty. If that's the case, it totally makes sense why she reacted so fast. But then, once she realized how messy it was getting, she probably decided it wasn't worth the headache and just deleted it. Still, by that point, the screenshots had already spread, and the drama had already exploded. And here's the kicker. This wasn't even the only drama involving Selena, Justin, and Hailey this week. Things got even more interesting thanks to a recent episode of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. Yup! Something Selena's character Alex Russo said on the show had people going, wait, was that a subtle reference to real life? Fans were losing it trying to figure out if that line was an inside joke or a total coincidence. This whole situation is just spinning faster every day. From old feuds to new interviews, every little thing is setting people off again. Okay, now this part had people totally losing it. So in Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, Selena made a surprise guest appearance as her old character, Alex Russo. But this time, she's a mom. And in one recent episode, there was a line that immediately set the internet on fire. While giving her daughter some advice about boys, she said, "As someone whose type is bad boys, you think you can fix, but you can't, so you end up writing songs about them." I know what I'm talking about. The second that line aired, everyone was like, wait, is she talking about Justin? Fans went crazy. They started posting clips everywhere saying, 7 years later and she's still shading him even though he's married. Others joked, "We will never be free." Like, people were convinced Selena was throwing a playful jab through her character. But not everyone saw it that way. Some fans actually defended her, saying she was clearly poking fun at herself, not anyone else. They pointed out that Selena's always used humor and music to heal from her past, and this just felt like another example of that. Still, the timing couldn't have been more chaotic, considering the whole Hailey drama was already trending. And honestly, it's kind of exhausting watching the internet flip back and forth every few months about who's obsessed with who. One week, it's Hailey being accused of keeping tabs on Selena. Then the next, it's Selena being accused of bringing up Justin. It's like this endless ping-pong match of speculation, and no one ever really wins. Meanwhile, in that same Wall Street Journal interview, Hailey opened up about something totally different: her Rhode skincare line. She actually addressed one of the biggest complaints fans have had about her viral lip peptide treatment. Apparently, she's heard all the feedback about it, sometimes having a grainy texture, and she admitted that it's something that's haunted her since the product launched. Hailey even confirmed that her team is reformulating it now, which is honestly a big move. She said she takes customer feedback seriously and that she wants Rhode to feel luxurious, not inconsistent. So while the internet is out here spiraling over shade and song lyrics, Hailey's trying to fix formulas and Selena's out here cracking jokes as Alex Russo, the drama just keeps overlapping in the wildest ways. The Wall Street Journal even wrote that not all Rhode products were instant hits. They mentioned how Hailey's company had to reformulate its peptide lip treatment after customers complained that the texture had turned grainy. And Hailey straight up admitted, "It's something that still haunts me." She said they resolved the issue, but that it became a huge lesson for her in how unpredictable the beauty world can be. Hailey explained that even when you do all the testing, check every single box, and think everything's perfect, unexpected issues can still pop up with formulas in production, and that's just the reality of running a beauty brand. What's wild, though, is that despite all the early drama, that same lip treatment ended up becoming one of Rhode's top-selling products. Talk about a comeback moment. In another Wall Street Journal chat, Hailey went even deeper. Hi, Selena. She talked about how she handles negative feedback and the stress of keeping her brand's reputation flawless while the internet is constantly watching. She admitted it's tough hearing criticism, but she tries to learn from it instead of letting it crush her confidence. Honestly, that's kind of impressive, especially when every tiny thing she says gets turned into a headline. And let's not forget, Hailey's sitting pretty after that massive $1 billion deal, still part of Rhode, and clearly building it into a long-term empire. She's been through public chaos before, but this time, even with all her success, it feels like the conversation around Selena somehow always finds its way back to her. No matter what she says or does, that connection just keeps creeping back up. But now I've got to know, what do you think about all this? Was Hailey just being honest about her brand, or do you think that Selena post made it all spiral even more? Drop all your thoughts below because this conversation is far from over. And don't forget, turn on your notifications and subscribe to NoFilter, since we drop daily celebrity gossip videos every single day. Like the video, share it with your friends, and spill your opinions in the comments. I'm dying to hear what you think. See you in the next one, right here at NoFilter.